since the lowest of May, that's where the market really hit, rock bottom. Same thing for stock like AMC and GameStop. Why? Because in terms of panic in the market, in terms of fear in the market, it's easy for the shorts to be in control of the narrative in the specific, stock price action or the market as a whole, because it gives them momentum. Now, the thing is, when you short a company or you short the whole market, because you can short the whole market, right, by shorting index or by buying the VIX, etc., etc. Well, by doing so, you put additional pressure, which on a stock like AMC, which is highly volatile, put it even further down. That's why back in May we revisited the 9 or maybe the 8 at some point in intraday sessions. All right, now we are now off of those levels, but we are not out of the weeds yet, if I want to talk technical analysis. But when you hear stuff like what I'm going to share with you right now, you can't help but be even more bullish, because shorts are future buyers. Shorts are future buyers, because when you short a stock, at some point you have to cover. At some point you have to cover. Now the question is, will you cover at a price which is deep enough for you to make a lot of money, or not? So what happens here is a strategist covering the market and who has been spot on. Record sees stock surging 15% to 25% from their May low. Expect the biggest gains in the NASDAQ and technology stocks, Hayes Martin says. So if I'm just going to pause there for a second, he's actually calling on a sharp increase in the price of stock market. This is from maybe a technical / whatever. Now, if you want to add to this point some of the things that may be behind, this sharp, increase, or this sharp reversal, or this rally, is going to be either inflation fears are going to be way smoother, because the market tends to overreact. Now, when they start buying, when it feels like it's the right time, because a stock or the market as a whole cannot indefinitely go down. At some point, it reaches a level which is very interesting for people to get back in and start buying back the stock or buying back the market. But right now we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sidelines, just waiting for the perfect time to fuel and flow back into the market. And as we've seen with people like, Bridgewater, Ray Dalio, Renaissance Technologies, the California Pensions Fund, all of these big institutional with big pockets, we've seen in the past that they have sold companies where it doesn't make sense for them to do so, because these are companies that are solid, like they sold Tesla and bought GameStop and AMC. Why would they do that if there is not enough research and something backing a rationale for AMC and GameStop to be part of a strong rally? Because these are the easiest play where you can make a lot of money in a short amount of time, based on what is happening behind the scenes with the short interest, with all the numbers that are awesome high right now in terms of our short utilization loan, shares on loan, the short interest, the borrow fee. I mean, it's just a bomb waiting to explode. And people with money are sitting right now. And when this 15 to 25% rally happens, the thing is, when people short stocks or the whole market, they're not shorting a specific stock. I bet you that people shorting, like we've seen now, people who are shorting AMC and GameStop are probably also shorting other stocks, like maybe Tesla, right? Or maybe Apple. All of these stocks that are down 70%. Of course, people get out because they got spooked, but that's when short sellers are also in control. So when the money starts flowing back into those stocks, those same short sellers will be forced to start covering in those places, and it will put another additional pressure onto them to start covering in other places, especially where they are bleeding the most. Or they want to capture the profits before it's too late. And when that happens, that's when you can see a FOMO into the FOMO of just the buying pressure of this, bear market we're currently sitting on. So when that happens, you can also expect AMC and GameStop to be part of that, because lately we've seen that whenever the market will tank, they will tank. Whenever the market will be up, they will up. Not as much as they're supposed to, but at least they're up. So that to me is a strong enough reason to believe, if this strategist is spot on, which he's been, with the most record on hand, then yeah, We might not see the 10s or maybe the 20s, anytime now. So let's just wait.